Hello, everybody. This is Ming Chen,
Hi, I'm Mike Zapsik from AMC's Comic Book Man.
and you are watching AFK, the AFK show, our favorite show on the planet.
One of.
One of. So you're watching the right show. Keep watching, and keep watching.
And keep watching. And keep watching. Don't stop.
Everyone, thank you very much for coming out. Just so y'all know, my name is Foster. I host a little nerd radio show called Generation Nerd. The way that this works, as a moderator and as a host, it's my job to kind of bring him out and make sure he looks good. You guys realize that I have the easiest job in the world today. All right. Thank you. So, and I know that we're getting started a little bit late, so I don't want to clog this up anymore. So, if he's ready, I would love to introduce to you Captain Jack, Malcom Merlyn, your favorite, John Barrowman.
Thank you all very much. Goodbye. Hello, Houston! Oh, yes, the home of NASA. NASA, yes. Well, I got my own rocket, and we're gonna have some fun. Welcome. First of all, thank you for having me here in Houston. I obviously have been to Dallas before. I've only driven through Houston, but now I get to see, everyone says to me, you know, welcome to Houston. Are you enjoying the city? Have you seen the city? I'm like, guys, this is all I've seen of Houston. It's a very nice convention center. It is. People who are sitting in front of the pole, you can't see, can you? Way! Sway! Hey! See? That's my skiing moves. Hi over here. Yeah, you know, for those of you who've been to panels of mine before, I generally don't waffle on too much. And anything goes, really, and we have a lot of fun. There may be some PG-13 stuff in it, but usually I hit it so it goes right over the kids' heads, don't worry. And if it doesn't, have fun explaining it to them on the way home. Yep. Because the big gay is here in Texas today. Oh, yes. Oh, no, I got to try this. I was told to try this. Here, hold on. I have to hold my microphone when I do this. Like I was 16 again. What? I used to eat ice cream cones like this. Popsicles when I was doing my homework. Ready? The stars at night are big and bright, deep in the heart of Texas. Yes! Awesome. Wait a minute. We got to do this. I promised him I would do this because everybody's been asking about him. And at the moment, he's in Big Bear. He's doing some flying instruction. Wait a minute. Listen. It's Scott. Shh. Hi.
Hello.
I've got some people who want to say hello to you. 1, 2, 3.
Who's that?
Who's that? Only a few thousand people. Where are you at the moment? What'd he say? He said, hello, Houston. Yeah, guess where I'm going? Honey?
Huh? Where are you going?
I'm going to NASA.
You get to NASA? What is that, tomorrow?
No, I might stay an extra day and do it.
Oh my God, I want to go.
I'm just kidding. Listen, have a safe takeoff. I'll call you later. Okay?
All right, have fun.
Love you, bye. Oh, I know. Oh my God. It's so cute. Yeah. All right, so let's start with some questions. We'll get right to it. You don't have to raise your hand. There's a microphone. Where are they? Where's the microphone? Where is it? I can't see. Everybody's pointing, but I can't see. Where's the microphone for questions? Boy, this place is so disorganized. It's not even funny. There's meant to be a microphone for people to come up and ask questions. Where is it? No. That's my microphone. This is my microphone. Where is it?
Hello? Oh my God, I have
All right. Who's got the other microphone?
right behind you.
All right, good. So, guess what you get to do? Run off your feet. Sorry about this, everybody. I apologize on behalf of the organizers. Get with the program! All right. And
Would you like to choose, or do you want me to choose?
no,
for
if you just...
I will choose.
You choose, yeah?
I will.
And just go randomly, but hit every section, please.
Okay. Let's go right there.
Okay, this is going to
Come
take
on
way
down.
too long.
Yeah, come
All
on
right.
up.
All right, do me a favor. Who has questions they want to ask? Okay? Slowly and politely stand up and go make a line over there. Go. Slowly. Thank you very much for doing it organized.
You guys are going to be right here.
Okay, great. Thank you very much. Now, what we need you to do, if your question is first, you stand up. The rest of you, sit down so everybody can see, okay? So just go down on the floor. Awesome. You're too old to wait in that line. That's all right. You got a cowboy hat and a nice ass, so enjoy yourself. First question.
Hi, John.
Hi.
You shared some of your nicknames for Scott, and I was wondering if you would share any of his for you.
Say that again?
You've shared some of the nicknames that you have for Scott, and I was just wondering if you would share some of the ones he has for you. if they're appropriate.
Grumpy. Torpedo. Anyway. Oh my God, guys, like, it's offensive to say that? No, yeah, really. No, I don't really he doesn't have a nickname for me. He just calls me John, and, or Honey. I call him Toddy, or, Scotty, or, Uchby. Depends on how I feel or how he feels, but otherwise, that's other things that I can't really say because those are private and usually happen after 11 o'clock on a Friday.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hello, John.
Hi.
It's great to meet you here, and I just love you and as Captain Jack.
Thank you.
They should bring back Torchwood. We all need another season of Torchwood. So, with your career as an actor, is there anything you would have liked to gone back and done differently?
No. Nope. I never regret. I never live my life in fear or regret. And I never, it's the way that I've kind of grown up. And if I have done something that's wrong or I've made a mistake, I learn from it and I take it on board, I acknowledge it, and I move forward with it. And if it's something that keeps jumping up and biting me in the butt, then you just have to deal with it. That's what life's about. There's no point in saying, I wish I could have changed that, because you've already done it. Now, if I was, what people don't really know is I actually can time travel. So I go back in time and I fix everything. No, I don't regret. I don't worry about what I've done. I live my life to the fullest and I enjoy every moment of it. And if I do something that maybe someone goes, ooh, that's wrong, to you.
Hi, John.
Hi.
I was wondering if you'd be willing to sing the Doctor Who theme song with me.
Sure. Yeah, okay, ready? One. Are you gonna come up here? She can do it from there. Oh, come on up then, come on.
Dum ba dum bum ba dum ba da dum bum bum.
That was the classic one, by the way. It's the easiest one to sing. Yes.
Hi.
Hi, Captain.
I met you earlier.
I know you did.
First of all, I just want to thank you because Captain Jack and Yanto, like as a queer teen, Captain Jack and Yanto were the first gay couple I ever saw that were actually happy and
Yes.
not bullied for who they were.
Yep.
But I want to ask you, how do you feel knowing the amount of love that there is for Janto, as we called it, and how you feel knowing how much love there is for you and how much they want you to come back?
Ooh, well, I think I'm overwhelmed by it all the time. I think it's phenomenal. When I started in the business 25 years ago, I never thought that I would be this iconic sci-fi hero, and that was a dream when I was a kid to be something like that, as I was playing with my Mego action figures, or I was playing with, my Marvel figures or DC figures, or even, I watched Doctor Who myself, so when I became part of that team, that was a total dream come true for me. And the fact that I've become kind of iconic is just totally amazing. Now, the fact that fans want the show back, I think that's great. I love it, but it's not up to me. I was the actor who played the role, which was written, with me in mind and all the stuff, the way I behave and everything like that. But it's up to Russell T. Davies, and it's also up to the BBC. Now, off that, personally, I think BBC America should buy the Torchwood rights and make it themselves. Because as you know, there's a huge audience for it out there, and as I see it all the time. But unfortunately, if they did it, I'm now contracted to the CW and Warner Brothers, so they kind of lost me. But I'd put up a good fight to be back, because if they ever asked me to be Captain Jack again, hell yes, I'd do it at the drop of a hat. Yes.
Hi, John.
Hello.
As Yanto.
As who?
Yanto.
Yes.
I wanted to know if you, Captain Jack, could go back in time and change anything about Children of Earth. Spoiler alert for anyone who hasn't seen it yet. The ending of the third episode. If
Yeah.
you could go back and change.
You're
that.
not going to like my answer.
Okay.
I wouldn't change it.
Okay.
Because I'm not a writer in the show. And it's not my job. I'm the actor who is to come on screen, and whatever they hand you, it's not my right to complain about what they're doing with the characters. And also what you have to remember, and that's again, the pour of emotion and the outcome that was for Yanto was amazing. And that showed how much Gareth had made an impact with people and how much we had made that impact. But we were a drama. And dramas have to change, because if dramas don't change, they get boring and they get canceled. And what it did was it upset everybody, but a lot of people still watched. You were angry, but you're like, I can't turn it off! So I wouldn't change it, but I understand and I get it that everybody was upset, because even I were upset. In fact, the day we filmed the sequence where Jack and Yanto are, many people don't know this, but Jack and Yanto are in the morgue laying on the ground, right? And Gwen comes in, and she's devastated because she knows Jack's gonna come back to life. So she pulls back, and first of all, I set up with the camera crew. I said, don't tell her. They said, what? I said, just when she pulls it back. So she pulled it back, and I had a little mustache on. I was like, so what do you want to talk about now? And she's trying to cry, and she's like, you bastard. But if you go back and watch that sequence again, we are actually, Eve and I are gutted. That's real raw emotion. That's real emotion. That's not acting emotion. It's just real because we were sad to see him go. But I asked them specifically to put me under the cover with the number 13, which is my lucky number. My mother was born on Friday the 13th. And I wanted Yanto put in number 11, which is the day I was born. So there's those personal kind of connections in there that really meant a lot to me that, you guys, now but go back and watch it and you see both Eve and I just sitting crying over them. And then, Gareth did stuff to us too. He was like that. So, yes.
What do you think would happen in a duel between Malcom Merlyn and Captain Jack?
They'd have a really good fight and they would punch the crap out of each other and then Jack would pin him down and make out with him. I was going to go further, but I'm not. And let's just say it involves an arrow.
Hi, John.
Hi.
What was your favorite moment on Arrow or Torchwood or Doctor Who?
I never answer favorite questions, and I apologize for that. But because as soon as I say a favorite moment, it's stuck. It's out there with the internet. I love doing Doctor Who. I love doing playing Malcom Merlyn. I loved doing Torchwood because they were a gift to me. And every day I went to work because of being a nerd myself. I'm totally in this show that's all about what I like. And that was awesome. So every day is a favorite day for me. I enjoy this kind of stuff. I love it. So it's not ever a chore. Yes.
Hi, John.
Hello.
Hi. My friend Chelsea and I came here just to see you.
Good. Thanks, bye.
I know. We were wondering what was it like to work on Scandal? Because we loved you on Scandal, and we wish that you were on there longer.
I gotta tell you, I had an awesome time, and they were lovely. The crew were great, the actors were great, but I had a really bad time doing it. I was filming up in Vancouver, a night shift. We had agreed to be in Scandal because Shonda, wrote this part for me to be in. And I flew then at 4, I was finished filming at 4 o'clock in the morning in Vancouver, got on a plane at 6 o'clock, not slept, got to the studio where they filmed Scandal, went into wardrobe, had a little bit to eat, and then I went on set for a 12 to 14 hour filming day. And I did my homework, but because of fatigue, I couldn't remember anything. And I was gutted and I was devastated and I was embarrassed because I was there knowing I knew what I had to do, and they had to do another take, and they had to do it again, and they had to do it again because I was tired and I was screwing it up. But this is why I say God bless them, because they edited it beautifully and I look like I'm perfect. So love Shonda. But in my way, when you watch it, just know I was having the shittiest of days that day. And it was tough. Thank you.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Yeah, nice fez.
Yeah. Are you a gay reincarnation of Jesus?
That's all yours.
You do realize you're in Texas. Yes, I am. Did my sister put you up to that question? Oh my gosh, she was having a conversation with somebody once, and the guy said, my sister is, she's not really, no, she's gorgeous. Obviously, she's sitting over there. My sister, you'd say you're what, agnostic? Yeah. So she, and this someone we know who is very much a believer was trying to convert her at this cocktail party. and her husband, Kevin, was saying to her, you know, you started the conversation with him, you got yourself into it. Well, they wouldn't let him, they just wouldn't let it go, right? And Carol finally, you know, they were saying to her about, you know, how can you raise your kids and not have decent children when you don't believe in the same thing that I believe in, and da-da-da. And Carol said, well, I don't want my children growing up and being good because they're in fear of something. I want them to be good because they're good kids, right? And they wouldn't have it. So what happened in the end when they were leaving, here's the bit that I just love. He came up to her and he said, we're gonna have to carry on this conversation, Carol, at some point. And may God bless you. And Carol turned to him and went, yeah, and may she bless you too. Well, and his face just went, and she was like that, snap at you, off you go. No, who put you up to that question? Yourself. Well, good for you for thinking like that, son. Well done. And never be ashamed to be yourself. Yes.
Hello, John. I am a big fan of watched all your shows.
Thank you. Ooh, someone's phaser just went off. That was your phaser, wasn't it? Who's beaming you up in a second? I can't, sir. We've lost all the power.
I can't do it, Captain.
Yes.
That said, I have grown up watching a lot of your shows and I admire you. And I was wondering if I could be able to shake the hand of what is, I think we can all agree, the sexiest man on television.
Well, because you said that, I'll do it. But don't everybody else ask for a handshake or a hug or whatever. Oh my God, you're bringing me a box? That's the first time ever in my life. Oh, thank you very much. Appreciate it. Thank you. I love a man. Oh, that's okay, sweetie. Honey, isn't it? Honey, you're okay. Don't worry. I know a man with a police box. He's fine. Next question.
Howdy, John.
Hi. Howdy.
Howdy. I was wondering if you would share with us one of your most embarrassing moments, either on the set with Arrow or Torchwood or Doctor Who or with a fan or...
The most embarrassing moment. Well, the chair's moving out of the way. I'm going to take you back a few years, and it's a story of when I was at Opryland, USA. I performed there for 2 summers, and I think it was the best experience I ever had, right? And I was on stage, and we did a show called I Hear America Singing Its Song. And it was a lot of this. In white polyester and a blue polyester vest. I hear America singing the song that forever is ringing, a joy that is bringing, remember, all that kind of crap, all right? So I'm singing in the number, but we have understudies who would come on if we were sick. And we used to go off stage and I would guzzle, like, you know the big bottles of water. We didn't have the bottles of water at that time, so we had the big containers we used to fill up, like the jugs. You know the jugs, like milk comes in. So we would come off and then we go back on, because we were doing 4 shows a day in 100-degree heat with humidity, which you all know you have here in Houston. Same in Nashville, Tennessee, in full costume, right? And dancing our butts off. So I come back, glug, 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 glug. Halfway through the show, I'm going, I got music, I got rhythm, I got my gal who could ask for anything more, and I think, I got a fart. I got daisies in green pastures. Who could ask for anything more? Old man trouble, I don't mind him, I feel heat. But like the true professional, I keep singing and dancing. You won't find him round my door. And I'm trying to get off stage because I have crapped my pants. And it's warm and sorry to be graphic, it's warm and runny. So the last move before I can get off is what we call little flick kicks. So, you won't find him round my door. I got daisies in green pastures. A woman in the front was like, is it raining? Oh, to this day, I wonder if they ever knew that I crapped all over the front row in the audience. It was awesome. Anyway, I go backstage to go like, I don't know what's happened. All of a sudden, I've just let loose. Literally. Understudy's back there going, dressed, ready to go on. He'd put X-Lax in my water. I was angry then, but I laugh at it now. Brilliant moment. So that's kind of an embarrassing moment, but quite funny. Quite funny. You're welcome. Yes. I love telling that story. Oh my gosh.
My voice sounds weird.
That's all right. Speak up.
Sorry, I gotta calm down. My heart's beating really
Oh,
fast.
Christ, don't faint, please.
I won't. I never have before.
Because I am Jesus. I can't bring you back to life, though. And I have to say, if that goes online, it's a joke. I don't think I am, really. Yes?
Okay, I was on Twitter, and I follow this YouTuber that's kind of famous, and he took a picture with you dressed as an air hostess on a plane, and you were handing out lollipops.
Oh, yeah. He was sitting in the upper deck
Yeah.
in a premium economy. Yes, I know.
Yeah. I was just wondering, why were you dressed up as an air hostess walking around?
Well, I have to tell you, it is the year 2014, and they're called flight attendants now,
Oh, I'm sorry.
not air hostesses.
Well, you were dressed in a dress.
That's
so-
all right. I just have a lot of friends who are flight attendants. No, I fly Virgin Atlantic a lot, okay? And I'm one of their high-tier customers. And, I love Virgin Atlantic. I walk on the plane. I even know some of the crew because I fly all the time. As soon as I walk on, they know the drink I have. Everything is brilliant, okay? But I've also been known on the flights because I like to have fun. It's a 10-hour flight from London to Los Angeles, and it's kind of boring sometimes. So I like to get up and have a good time. We were at that time, however, flying from London to Orlando. And it was, the London-Orlando flight is a party plane because everyone's going on vacation. And everyone is so glad to get out of the dull weather to the sunshine. They're like, yes! Let's do something fun! So I said to the flight attendant, she said, what do you want to do today, John? I said, well, I've played games over the intercom system with everybody on the plane before and had the kids do drawings and then they won prizes. I said, your outfit looks like it'll fit me. Can I put it on? And she went, really? And I went, yeah, get it off, girl. So I switched outfits. I put on the flight attendant outfit. She put on my outfit. And she said, what are you going to do? I said, where's the ice cream tray? I'm going to serve the whole plane ice cream. And I walked down the whole plane. And now what was hysterical is people from the UK who knew who I was, they're like, oh, you're so funny, whatever, you're great. But like people who didn't know from another country who were just flying on that flight as a connection, they're like, oh, these are the ugliest flight attendants I've ever seen. It's just like flying on American Airlines.
I think you're pretty.
You all laughed. No, I like American.
John, can I
yes.
just point out that you are probably the only man I'll spend 15 minutes on my knees in a corset for?
Welcome to my world.
actually, I'd just like to thank you. As a parent, I have a 9-year-old boy, and you made my job as a parent infinitely easier. When he was 5 years old, he's sitting on the floor coloring, and Doctor Who was on in the background. He goes, "So Captain Jack likes girls?" I said, "Yeah, he kissed Rose." He goes, "And he kissed the doctor?" I said, "Yes." And he said, "Okay." And that was all that was said until about a year later. And a year later, he was sitting there and he goes, "So Jack's good with everybody."
Can you guys shut up? Can you guys shut up? Get out. Shut up. Shut up. Get out. Hello? And the doors? Shut the doors and get out. This is my room. Get out. Get out. Get out. Get out. You're pulling focus. Shut the doors. Yes, sorry.
That's all right. So I told him, yes, that's true. He likes everybody. So it very naturally gave me an in to talk to him about gender and choices and sexuality. And just about a year ago, my nephew came out, and another family member had a problem with it. And my, at the time, 8-year-old walked over and said, "You're a hypocrite. You like Doctor Who, you like Captain Jack, and you have a problem with him?" So thank you.
You're welcome.
I live in Texas. I am a typical Texan, not a stereotypical Texan.
No, listen, I know we all joke about that stuff, but I know there's there's tons of good people in Texas. I don't doubt that at all. Because, you know, there's still some people who are backward in Illinois, there's backward people in California, they're all over the country, but what we have to do, like your son, like yourself, like me, is stand up and let them know we're not going to shut up and sit back and let them rule our lives.
Thank you.
That's it. But what's interesting is you have that conversation with your son. The thing that's really lovely about children is they'll ask the question, but they don't have any judgment over it. And that's why I always joke that I still think like a kid sometimes, because I don't judge. You know, if you're transgender and you come up and talk to me, I'm not going to judge you because you're transgender. If you're happy, that's great. That's what life's all about. Why deny people of being who they are or what they want to be because we think it's wrong? It's just stupid. So kudos to your son. Yeah. Yes.
Hi. So earlier in the Buffy panel, someone asked James Marsters what the inside of your mouth tastes like. And he said it tasted like violets and sunshine.
He said violets and sunshine.
Yes.
Didn't he? Well, his tasted like chocolate and cinnamon.
That's what my question was.
And together we had spicy and sweet, and it worked beautifully. Yes.
Hi, you are one of my biggest inspirations, and you're fabulous, and I was wondering if I could have a hug.
I would really love to, but if I do that, all these people will get very jealous and upset. And if I hug you, unless they all agree. Okay. But please, anybody else in the line, don't ask for, because the panel's not about having hugs and shaking hands, yeah? Here you go, lovely. There you go, sweetheart. Please tell me you're over 16. You're 17, you're not 18. Go back down there, go on. No more hugs! What? 17's legal in Texas. Come back, girl, come back. No, I'm kidding. Kidding, she's not my type. Find that boy who's got all the green on him.
Hi, John.
Where is he? No, not you guys. Yes.
Hi.
Oh, there he is. Yeah, but you're not 17. You're 14, so sit down. No, he's very cute. If you see him around, he's 14 years old, but he's like almost 6 foot tall. He's huge. Huge. Really the Hulk. Yes.
Hi.
Hi.
My question is kind of sort of like the lady in the corset. My nephew came out last year, and I'm sorry.
That's all right. There's no need to cry because he's who he is.
He is, but I had several family members call me and tell me to find a place to fix him.
Yeah.
And he was very upset about that.
Of course he was.
I would like to know if there's anything, his name is John as well.
Nice.
if there's any advice that you could give, and if so, may I record it on my phone to send to him?
You can record what you want on the phone about this, but what I'm about to say probably some people will not like. But in this room, I think we're all pretty open-minded about everything. The thing that you have to, when people are like that and say they want them to change, the one thing that they will not believe is that they believe they can change you when they don't understand that we were born this way. This is who we are. I didn't wake up one morning like I was going to have bacon and eggs and sausage and decide, ooh, I'm gay. It doesn't work like that. It's in you. You keep it suppressed probably for quite a while until you feel ready that you're going to come out about it, because you keep it suppressed because you know there's some people around that will not accept it and they'll want to disown you. And if you love those people, the fact of the matter is you don't want them to disown you. But here's my advice to young people who come out. Disown those people before they disown you. Take control of the situation. So he should turn to them and say, I don't need to be fixed. You need to be fixed, and I don't want you in my life. That's it. Deadpan. But what I do say is, if young people are in a situation where you're going to lose your home, parents are going to kick you out, that's awful. You need to help them find a place where they can live safely and be looked after, because if they're still of an age where they need to be taken care of, then they have to. But again, kudos on you for standing up who you are. And those people who say that to you, they're the ones who need to change, because they're the bigots and they're wrong. I feel like Oprah or Dr. Phil. Yes.
I was going to greet you with a hello, handsome, but after that story about you crapping your pants, I don't think I can bring myself to
Just call me brown eyes. Anyway. Or brown thighs. Yes, go on.
My question to you, I know you said you don't like to answer favorite questions, but I'm hoping you would answer this one.
I won't.
Seriously,
I won't.
Okay, but just hear me out first. I'd like to know who your favorite LGBT character in the media is.
Again, I don't have favorites.
Well, one that you really love.
My thing about those types of characters, I like them as long as they're not made fun of or they're stereotypes. Because although I can jump around and be silly and camp about, I'm a man. And I'm a man who likes men. That's just the bottom line. But I still like cars. I still watch some sports. I still, I barbecue. I like to, I have a car collection. I tinker with things. I'm into electronics. I'm still a guy. So what bothers me the most is when every character on television is, oh my God. Because we're not all like that. There are fractions of society that are like that, but I want to represent, that's why I was so adamant about when I was playing Captain Jack. I wanted him to be a male hero. No matter who he liked in bed, he was a hero. And that's why, so I would have to say my favorite, I never say it right. The gay, lesbian, transgender character is Captain Jack Harkness. Done. All right. These questions are so heavy. I just want to take my pants off. I will at the end, though. Because I do, it's a thing, I do have my superhero underpants on that I have to show you. Yes.
I was just wondering if you would accept this drawing I did of you.
Sure, if you give it to that gentleman, I will take it. Thank you very much. I really appreciate it. And know that all the drawings, just keep it there, you're fine. Nice, thank you very much. Yes, know that I will, I take things like this, I sign them, and then I auction them off to a charity. Otherwise, my house would be filled with this kind of stuff. But I do make use of them, so don't worry. Yes, next question.
I heard that you're a fan of both Supernatural and The Walking Dead.
Yes.
If you had to pick, between the two, which one would you rather be on?
That's a tough question, because I like both the shows. I'd love to be some kind of zombie that's already, because if it's a spoiler, don't tell me, because I'm not caught up on The Walking Dead yet. All right, so don't go, that already happened. I want to be a character that is like a zombie but is human and can freak them out and do things. I'm not all, I look normal, right? That would be my thing. Shaba, and me, what? What about Misha? Girl, I'm answering her question. We've already talked about this because Supernatural is a CW show. And I said, I'd like to play God. Because God has not been around for a long time, has he? Needs to come back. I think it'd be fun. Next, yes.
Okay, question. What do you
Yes.
think of my last name? It's Booty.
I'm sorry, what?
What do you think of my last name? It's Booty.
Booty?
Yes.
As in booty?
Yes.
Well, girl, when you walk, you should shake that booty all the time if that's your last name.
And so, second question. How do you transform a fan into Torchwood fan?
How do you transform a fan into a Torchwood fan? Well, fans on the ceiling would be very hard to turn into a Torchwood fan.
I meant, how do you transform a non-fan to a Torchwood fan?
Well, it's called going buying the box set and watching it, and if you like it, you like it. If you don't, you don't. Okay. I don't know. I mean, I would never force anybody to watch something they didn't want to. But if you like the Doctor Who world, you'll like the Torchwood world, I think. Yeah. Yes.
Hi.
Hi.
I'm sorry, I'm freaking out a little bit.
Just don't pee yourself. Fangirl all you want. Squee. Do whatever.
What do you think the difference is working on Doctor Who versus Torchwood for you as Captain Jack Harkness?
Well, in Doctor Who, Captain Jack is a follower, and in Torchwood, he's a leader. And that's clear, two different types of characters. What's great for me, I get to explore both of them. And he, in a way, in Doctor Who, this is my opinion, not anybody else's, but I always looked at Jack as the Yanto in Doctor Who. Does that make sense? Because he liked the Doctor. But in Torchwood, he's the leader of the group and he's got his own Yanto. So, and that's why in Doctor Who, the Doctor always did all the big fighting and all that stuff. He's the leader of the pack. And in Torchwood, Jack took control. So that's how it was nice. It was nice to play two completely different characters. And in Doctor Who, Jack was more kind of like, yeah, let's just do it. Let's have fun. That's the difference. Thank you. Yes.
Hi, John. My name is Carlos Andrade. When I met you, you said that you support the troops. I want to thank you for that. Also, my question to you would be, what was your favorite musical number, and would you perform it?
My favorite musical number? Oh my gosh. I don't answer favorite questions. What? Say that again?
John.
No, I'm not singing Springtime for Hitler, especially in Texas.
John.
Are you mad? If I did that, it would be all over the internet. I'd be done. My career would be over. When we were filming the producers, we were doing it in Brooklyn, New York, on the Brooklyn side, and when we were filming, we're in an area which was a very, very largely populated Jewish area. Exactly. You have about 80 guys, 100 guys dressed as SS Nazis. It was just so surreal. Kicking and doing the dance line and practicing the moves and singing, and I'm standing there, blonde hair, the outfit on, looking pretty good in the outfit, if I might say so myself. But standing there, and I'm thinking, and all of a sudden I look around and there's one guy comes and, an Orthodox Jewish guy comes up, and then I look down and I talk to this other friend of mine. I look over and then there's 10, and then I look away. Next thing, the whole fence around the complex is filled with them looking at us like, really? Mel Brooks comes running out and he goes, "Oh my God, Jesus Christ, get in here, you're gonna get everybody killed!" So we all had to run inside. But my favorite song, I don't know. I've sung this on. I'm trying to think of something different. Hallelujah, it's raining man. Oh yeah. No. I don't know. Let me sing. Let me come back to that. Okay, I'll come back to that one. Yes. No, I'm not singing anything from the new album because you got to go buy it first. Yes.
First things first. Hi.
Hi.
I'm not gonna ask for a hug. Being this close is enough.
Virtual. Ready?
There, that works. My question is, what would you say is probably the most memorable moment working on the set of like any of the shows you were on?
You know, I got to be honest with you. I don't look at my work that I do and go, that's the most memorable moment that I've had for that show. I don't know. It's so difficult to explain, but it's just the way it is. You guys have given me the dream life and the dream career and the dream jobs. I mean, the fact that you support me from, you know, Doctor Who to Torchwood, and then when I'm announced on Arrow, you all come and watch Arrow, you know, and every day for me is like a massive moment. Even coming here, to me, those two little boys here, the ones who were dressed like myself and David, are they here or have they gone? Probably their dad dragged them out. Maybe they're not watching this, get out of here. But I saw those two kids. One was just dressed like Captain Jack, and one was dressed like, you know, David Tennant, the doctor, my doctor, the best doctor. The others are good too. But the fact of the matter is, I said, you know, I was like, guys, this is so cool. And I said, and those of you who were in the line, they went, yeah, we know each other. And they're like, yeah, Dr. Jack. And they were hugging each other. And that's it. You know what I mean? That, for what I do, if that's what the reaction is from small to large, every day of my work is a dream job. It's unbelievable. I'm living my dream, and I thank you all for it. It's amazing.
You're welcome.
Yes.
I was just wondering, what has been the craziest fan you've encountered?
Really? You really want me to go there? There are no crazy fans. They're passionate. Let's make that clear right away, okay? Everybody has their own level of passion. Some are more passionate than others, and I love all of them. But I can't tell this story because no, I can't. Two Klingons came to see me once, husband and wife team, and they had the box of Captain Jack, me riding the bomb, which you're my mummy. Oh my God, I can't. Hold on a second. When you all say it at once, I can't understand you. The doctor dances. Thank you. I'm getting old. The doctor dances, and they had the box made, and they had me sitting on the bomb, but in place of the bomb, they had something that was a marital aid for them. And I was like, what? Yes. And they gave it to me, and it was in the box. And I'm going, thanks, it's really nice of you. Ooh, ooh, ooh. For those of you who don't know what that is, it's a blender for making cakes, and I had no idea if they'd used the cake machine before, so I threw it away. It's that kind of passion that I'm not really into.
Hi, John.
Hi.
I have an easy, quick, uplifting question.
Yes!
I would like to know if there was a teacher or an adult that inspired you when you were younger or at any time in your life.
Yeah, I've had quite a few teachers inspire me. The one, and we have teachers in our family. My niece is a teacher, as is my sister. So, and my sister's a fancy teacher. She's a professor. Yeah, I know. So the thing that, for me with teachers, I had it's not really the music teachers that are 100%, because my English teacher was one who put me in a gifted English program, reading program when I was in high school, and challenged me, and I stepped up to the challenge. My French teacher, Madame, I called her Madame. My name was Christiane in French class. And she was Madame, and she really taught me about, travel and things like that, and different things about life. And her French classes were great because she never stuck to the book. She always just told stories. I had then later on my acting teacher, Andy Barnacle, who was in my college years, who basically made me the actor that I am today. He was always, he used kind of, in a way, it's not negative reinforcement, but he made me think that I wasn't going to be good. So I was like, well, I'm going to show you. I'm going to challenge you. And I did, and I kept doing more and more, and he kept putting more challenges in front of me. And I think that's great when you challenge kids, in the way that you do it, you make them, they then become better and better and better at something. So teachers have played a huge part in my career and my life. Even the music teachers, a friend of mine, Beverly Holt, who I used to go over to her house every Friday night, and she would play the piano, and I would sing all these songs and everything, and we would have a great time. And I'm still in touch with some of them. I still am very close to some of them. So, I appreciate it. I appreciate what they've done and the man they have made me.
Hi, I'm Charlie.
Hi.
First of all, this is like my birthday present is coming here versus like getting any other presents. I chose to come here.
Nice. You're amongst friends and family. Welcome. Happy birthday.
Thank you. And I was just wondering whether on Torchwood or Doctor Who, if you could fight any alien or mutant or, I don't know, human organization of any kind, what would you like to fight? Or who would you like to fight?
Well, I hate to tell you this. I've fought a lot of them. My big thrill was fighting the Daleks, obviously. I remember the first time, when we were doing the episode with Davros, and all of us were in it was Sarah Jane, myself, and Davros was coming out, and I remember Sarah Jane, Elizabeth Sladen grabbing my hand, and I looked at her, and and it's on camera, and she looks at me, and I looked at her, and I went, oh my God, he's so frightening. And she went, I know, he still frightens me too. And then we look at him, and it's rolling. So we were actually, that was us as kids again, dealing with Davros. That's a moment that I love. There's also the one alien that I never really got to fight, and I really, really wanted to, was the Cybermen. As a kid, I loved the Cybermen. Also, I was so glad that when they brought Doctor Who back with Christopher Eccleston, the first one with the Autons, my mother in Glasgow, when we lived, I grew up in Scotland, and when we lived in Glasgow, the Autons, that was the first series, the first time the Autons were on television with John Pertwee. And I remember my mother, I wouldn't walk in front of any store windows in downtown Glasgow. She used to have to put me inside her coat to walk me in front of the mannequins because I was so frightened. So when I was asked to be Captain Jack, to find out that the first episode was going to be an Auton episode, and all these things just started falling in place, and I knew I was going to play Jack when they cast Billy and Christopher, because they knew Jack was coming into it. I had no idea that all these little things would fall in line of the things that I loved as a kid in the show, and there I was going to be part of it. So I have to say the Cybermen. Yep.
With those sad little teardrops under their eyes, they make you think that they're really sad, and then they kill you.
Hi, John.
Hi.
So, shame on you about David. Come on. Have you kissed Matt Smith? But no, I'm just kidding. So, my question is,
I'm not saying Matt Smith is bad. I'm just saying that David's my man.
Well, maybe you just haven't kissed Matt
Go
Smith
ahead.
yet. No. So I have a multi-part question. have you been to a Renaissance festival? What character were you dressed as? And will you come to a Texas Renaissance festival?
I've never been to a Renaissance festival. All right. But, oh yeah, I have plenty of kilts, trust me. I was at, where we have our home in South Wales in Sully, there's a Renaissance village down the road. And Scott and I went to, go see it, because obviously I like to support things in the community. And I walked in, and when I walked in, all of the people who were in the characters and playing the costumes, they're meant to stay in character, but they were like this. Oh my God, it's Captain Jack, it's Captain Jack. I'm like, what is that, a Renaissance laugh? Oh yes, you come from the future. I said, but you don't know that because you haven't had televisions yet here in Renaissance land. They gave us a cup of mead. Oh my God, I wanted to shit myself again. That was so awful. Terrible. Don't ever drink mead, ever. It's disgusting. But I'd love to come to a Renaissance festival if there is one, but I leave to go home on Monday night. When I come to cons, I con from the moment it opens till the moment it closes, because I'm here for the fans. And then on the Monday night, once the con closes, I'm on a plane, because then I'm home from a man. Yes, next question.
Hi.
Hi.
You don't probably recognize me. I was stalking you with my iPhone because your autograph was way too expensive. But besides that.
Don't tell me that. Tell the promoters. They make the prices.
But I had two questions.
Yes.
Did you ever think you would become one of the iconic people of Doctor Who? Since it's basically based on the Doctor and his journey. Did you ever think you would be, famous? And is Jack the face of Bo? I was confused about that episode.
Well, first of all, I never got into this business to be famous. I got in before many of you who probably don't know. Prior to being on television in Doctor Who, I did 16 years of West End musicals and Broadway shows. So I had a career prior to that, which I was perfectly happy if my career to this day was still singing and dancing and playing leads in West End shows or going and doing stuff on Broadway. I'd be content. This job came along that was like, because I never thought as a little boy I would be ever be on the TARDIS, because we moved to America. I started speaking with American accent because kids bullied me because of my Scottish accent, blah, blah, blah. Make a long story short, I would never be on Doctor Who. Holy moly, how things can and dreams can just turn around and change. And then the first 5 episodes, then when Jack appeared, the audience didn't like him. Bingo, that's what I wanted. I wanted them not to trust or like Captain Jack, because then it was my job through the rest of the journey to make them fall for him, to make them love him because he becomes part of the team, and everybody loves a man who changes. And that is exactly what I did. So I had no idea, but fame then came with it. And you know what? I love it. I love every minute of it. I am not one of those people who's like, no, don't talk to me. I won't sign that. I won't do that. No, I'll do it. You know what? You've given me the life I've always dreamt about. I said that before, but yes, I love being famous. It's great. Had no idea I would be, but that's like the icing on the cake. Thank you.
Hi,
Sorry.
John.
Oh, in the face of Bo. Of course I am. When the episode was written, David came up to my trailer and he knocked on the door and he's like, have you seen it? Have you seen what's happening? Oh my God, have you seen what's happening? I'm like, don't tell me! I don't want to know, because as an actor, I wait till the last minute to read the script to know what's happening so I don't prejudge anything. So when I learn the dialogue, I go in and it's really fresh and I can be spontaneous with it, right? So I said, look, go back. It's lunchtime. Go back. I'll read it later. So I forgot to read it. The next day he comes back to trailer. He's like, did you read it? Did you read it? Can you believe what's going on? Shut up! Don't tell me! So at the lunch break, I read it, and I run over to his store. I'm like, David, I read it! Can you believe it? He opened the door. He went, no, I can't believe it. It's McGann! That was it. For like 20 minutes. And they're like, John and David, we need you on set now. No, Bo! Bo shaping this little Bo fixes. So when I did that dialogue, and if that camera there is David, and I walked away and I went, you know, they used to call me the face of Bo. Cut. You need to do it again. Okay. Look at David. You okay? Yeah, we're fine. Okay. That's what you do. You go like, okay. Yeah, they used to call me face of Bo. The director's like, can we pull it together, please, boys? We're losing our light. No problem. It went on for like another hour. Relished in it. Yes?
John, I just wanted to let you know that unfortunately, we have time for about 2 more questions, if that's okay.
Okay, that's fine.
All right.
Well, that
I know.
Huh? Well, they didn't let you in. I've made them run over anyway, because if they let you in late, I wanted an hour from the moment we started, so. But I am going to be back signing at the table after this. I'm going to stay right till the end, so. And we have a panel tomorrow, as my big sister says. Come and see it, because listen, you want to see a brother and sister team go at each other? Come and see the panel. Yes.
Hi, John. First of all, I was the crazy person who asked James Marsters what your mouth tastes like. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
I wanted to know if you have any dream musical theater roles.
There's a lot of roles I'd like to play. Man of La Mancha. I'd like to do, oh my gosh, You Won't Send Roses, Mac and Mabel. I'd like to do Camelot, because I have a way, I'd love to co-direct or direct Camelot and also produce it, because I think the Arthur, Guinevere, Lancelot trio, there's a lot of kind of chartered kind of romance in there that's not just between Lancelot and Guinevere, because Arthur, I think, loved Lancelot, maybe not in the way that everybody else thinks, or Lancelot loved him, and that's why when it became time that Arthur had to send Guinevere away and Lancelot away, he was devastated because he was losing 2 people that he absolutely adored. So there's all these different things I'd like to explore, and I'd love to do them. I also would love to do La Cage again, and I'd like to do it on tour over in the States. So, and trust me, you'd have a really good time. Really good. Yes.
Hi, John.
Hello.
So, were there any pranks on the Doctor Who set? And if there were, what was the best prank that you played or that someone played on you?
All right. Best prank I ever played was, it's not on Doctor Who, it was on Torchwood. Because remember, on Doctor Who, I wasn't the leader. So I respected that David, it was his show. And if I was going to do anything, I'd always warn him first. But we did have some fun. But the best one was when, in Torchwood, the episode where Yanto throws, Jack gets put in cement, and they throw him off the cliff, and the cement cracks, and I come out stark naked. Excuse me. Houston allergies. So, the rock comes off, and I told the camera crew, now I have no problem. I think nudity is a wonderful thing that people should be proud of their bodies, no matter what shape or size you are, be proud of it, right? So I'm standing there. I stand up, and the camera's behind me, and Eve and the rest of them are coming round in a car, Eve, Gareth, and Kai, pulling round to rescue Jack. And I told the crew, I said, just keep rolling, no matter what. So the car pulls around the corner, and they get out, and I'm like this, naked, so you can't see anything. I stand up, and they didn't know I was going to be completely naked. And I just stood there. I fluffed it a little bit, too, you know. You got to make it look good. Well, they open the doors, and they get out of the car, and Kai does this. Kai goes. Gareth does this. Eve does this. And I'm standing there like that going, dun, 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 dun. Now what was really funny is they come up real close to me and they were looking, trying to keep eye contact with me. And I'm standing there going, uh-huh. Don't break the eye contact because the shot's on you. And I have to move forward to them. I started to move forward, and as soon as I took a step, Kai went, And I moved forward, and they all looked down, but they weren't looking at what I thought they were looking at. They were looking at my feet, because in order to protect my feet for health and safety, I had maxi pads stuck on my feet. With wings! So I'm walking, and you're hearing... Because you know what? They're really absorbent. Every puddle I stepped in, it was like... So by the time I got to them, it was like I had Ugg boots on. They were so big. It was awesome. That's one of the best pranks I've ever played. It was, and I watched that sequence, and you can see, because they kept it, the expressions were so good. When they're walking towards me, go back and look at it, and just know I'm standing there naked with maxi pads on my feet. And from that moment on, it became a thing with Eve. When she would be doing her close-up, the camera was over me facing her, and I would either have to turn into shot, and it would be her close-up, and she'd do the whole dialogue and everything she'd say, and it would be a lot of stuff, and I'm going, yeah, thanks, Gwen, great, Gwen. And then they'd go, we get to the last moment. You always hold it after you're done speaking for about maybe about 3 to 4 or 5 seconds, so that you get like what they call keeping it active, and then they cut, right? So in those 3 or 4 seconds, she'd stand there and she'd look at me and she'd go, then look at camera and go, he's got it out again, doesn't he? And the camera, you'd see the camera going, mm-hmm. Always had it out for my Evie girl. Is that it?
Yeah, that's it.
Oh, so
But it was fun.
just quickly, last one. Make it a good one.
Okay, quickly. Firstly, I have teenagers who listen to Cole Porter because they saw your movie, so thank you.
Yeah.
And secondly, what is the deal with Jack and the braces and the suspenders?
Okay, that's a good question. I love that question.
Because as often as he takes his pants off, why do you want to make this more complicated?
Because sometimes it's not all about taking the pants off. Sometimes you want your pants to stay up because you want to have a little surprise there, so you take the braces off, and all of a sudden you rip the shirt open, and you keep your pants on, right? That's an afternoon romp. But it all stems back to when Russell was talking about doing things for, making Captain Jack who he was. We wanted the military, the RAF. But what we also wanted to do was a Midwest farm boy, right? And if you go back and look at photographs of Midwestern farm boys, they wear belts with braces. And so we added that touch because it was a very American kind of thing to put in. And everything down to the choice. Cat boots. I chose cat boots for a specific reason. The shirts were always chosen. I always wore underneath it white Ralph Lauren, because it's just a thing I grew up with, T-shirts. But Ralph Lauren would not sell us the amount of T-shirts we needed because they wouldn't let you buy more than, how many was it at a time? 10. And we needed hundreds of them. It's like, come on, Ralph. So there's all those little detail things, even to my cufflinks. They're actual RAF cufflinks that you can still buy online. So the detail that went into that was absolutely amazing, and I'm choking right now. God love allergies. But thank you. So that's the answer to that. Can I just say, again, I go on about it, but I totally appreciate it, everything that you've done. You've made my life fantastic. I will always do everything my fans want me to do. I'll always be involved with you. I'll never alienate myself because I thank you very, very much. Thank you, Houston. I really appreciate it.
John Barrowman, everybody stand up. Give him a good round. Come on.
Wait!
All right, everyone, if we could just slowly exit the auditorium. He should be downstairs signing pretty soon, I believe. So